Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to discuss The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 5. I also thought I would pay some homage to Miss Cynthia in honor of her all-white surprise engagement party. So I said, let me break out the white. You guys know I love a good theme. But I digress. Let's just jump on into it. We start off this episode with Cynthia, and she is at a lingerie shop, and she's waiting for Miss Latoya and Kenya to join her. Latoya shows up first, and she's just talking a mile a minute, and she shows Cynthia a nude that Kenya sent her. And Cynthia makes mention of it again in her confessional that she just finds Latoya and Kenya's newfound best friendship to be kind of annoying. She just finds it to be really off-putting. She feels like Latoya seems kind of thirsty. I just thought it was funny because I said how those tables turn. Because the same way that you were kind of brushing off Nene when Kenya came into the picture, and now somebody got your best friend in their clutches and you seem to be a little bit jealous, I said, So Kenya finally arrives to the lingerie shop, and she is just talking about how she's upset that she was not invited to Porsha's party. And she's like, we all have good energy, good vibes. I wasn't going to go and start anything. Cynthia's like, girl, it's okay. Whatever. So then Cynthia FaceTimes Candy, and she's trying to get some more information about this surprise white party. And she's like, is it white tie or we just have to wear a white dress? And Candy's like, no, it's a white tie affair, so you need to be dressed in your best. And then Latoya's asking Candy, okay, so can we get a hint about what this party is about? Can you give us a clue? And Candy's like, nope, no can do. Just look your best and just come on and be on time. So then they all start modeling some lingerie and they're having a good time. The pieces look really cute. I peeped when they were done modeling the lingerie and then ready to buy it, how Kenya was like, oh yeah, my girl's gonna buy me my lingerie, and Latoya actually bought Kenya's lingerie. Y'all, I'm calling it right now. I actually believe that Kenya and Latoya are the ones who have the threesome with the stripper. Kenya is horny. She is starved. She seems to really like the attention that Latoya lavishes on her. I really think that it's them who end up going back to the room and getting it on and popping with the stripper. I mean, we're going to find out in, I guess, 6 or 7 more episodes, but I'm pretty sure it's them, and it's not Porsha and Tanya. I'm just calling it now. So next we see Porsha. She's at home, she's cooking up some vegan meals, and her mama, Miss Diane, is there too. Miss Diane looks really good, and it was so cute because they both had on their head wraps, and they're just joking around about it. They're waiting for Porsha's sister Lauren to get there. Lauren finally gets over there, and she has some hot dogs with her. Porsha's joking around about how Lauren has hot dogs from a competitor. And you all know that Porsha's baby daddy, Dennis, owns the hot dog factory in Atlanta. So she's like, girl, you brought this competitor, up in my house, and they're just laughing and joking. So then they all sit down to, have some mother-daughter girl time. And Porsha lets us know that she is writing a book about her life. I'm like, does everybody think that they are just that interesting that we need a book? I'm not trying to be shady, but it's like, really? So while Porsha gets to talking about her book and what's going to be in it, she starts unpacking her childhood and filling us in about how her parents, Miss Diane and her father, got divorced when Porsha was 3. Porsha lets us know that her and Lauren are half siblings. They have the same father, different mothers. And she makes a point to say that they don't refer to themselves as half siblings, they are sisters. So Porsha lets it be known that her experience with their dad is a lot different from Lauren's experience with their dad. Remember, Porsha did not live with her father. Lauren lived with their dad because he had, I guess, remarried Lauren's mom once he had divorced Porsha's mom, Miss Diane. So then Porsha just gets really emotional just talking about it. She talks about how she doesn't have daddy issues per se, but she feels kind of like a void because not living with her dad, not seeing him every single day, him not being the affectionate father that he was towards Lauren, that kind of affected her. And then the fact that he died when she was so young. Porsha says that she was a teenager when he passed, and Lauren was only 10 years old when he passed. And so just comparing their experiences, Porsha feels like she missed out on a lot because she didn't get to talk to him about, when it was time to date. It's just so interesting that one person can be viewed in so many different ways by so many different people. And in this case, two daughters viewed their father in completely different lights. One viewed him as, he was just great. He was everything. He was always there for me. And then another daughter got the short end of the stick because she only saw him on the weekends. He divorced her mom. He wasn't really that affectionate towards her. So you just see how one kid can kind of get everything and another kid kind of gets left holding the bag. So then Porsha tries to lighten the mood and she goes on to ask her mom, how was it co-parenting with Lauren's mom, Lisa? So Miss Diane starts making jokes about how she had to just put her feelings to the side and just say, you know what? We have to do right by these kids. I can't let my personal feelings and me being hurt affect these kids. She then talks about how Lauren's mom really wanted to be like good girlfriends with her. And she was kind of like, girl, like we can be cool, but we don't got to be best friends. Like you took my man. And I understand. That's a little bit much. It's like, look, we can be cordial, but we don't have to be best friends, girl. But it was just kind of funny how Miss Diane was just going back and replaying how things went down. And all in all, it seems like Miss Diane handled it really well. Because then Porsha was just saying how she wants to make sure that her and Dennis's co-parenting relationship is still really good for the sake of PJ. And she just ultimately wants to make sure that her baby has a great relationship with her dad. That's all she wants, especially since she didn't have that with her own dad. But that was the scene. Let's move right on along. The next scene is everybody getting ready for the big night of Cynthia and Mike's surprise all-white engagement party. We see Candy getting ready, Cynthia's getting ready, Kenya's already at the venue, and she's just going over everything. She's kind of stressed out because the ice sculpture is already melting. She wants to make sure that everybody gets there before Cynthia does so that she can truly be surprised. Child, we already know this group is super late. We see Mike and Cynthia getting ready, and then in the middle of them getting ready, Porsha FaceTimes Cynthia. Porsha doesn't even have her wig on. The makeup is still, being slapped on her face. She is just like, she's going to be super late. She's like, I'm already an hour and 15 minutes away. Like, I'm going to be there kind of late. Cynthia's like, girl, you better get ready. Porsha, you can't be late because you already know Joe Biden is coming. Like, Biden is coming tonight, so you need to be on time because Candy said the doors are going to be closed. And it was so funny to me because Cynthia and Mike really swore up and down that Joe Biden was going to be there. I said they're going to be so disappointed when they see that Joe Biden is not there. So they get on the road and Tanya shows up to the party first. So Tanya is like, oh, this is so nice, looks so beautiful, this is so nice of Candy. Like, where is Candy? Like, how is Candy late to her own party? And then Kenya lets her know, like, girl, Candy was just like the decoy, but this isn't her party at all. This is actually my party that I'm hosting for Cynthia. It's actually a surprise engagement party for the both of them. I'm just trying to make up for the fact that I almost ruined her engagement surprise last year. So Tanya's like, oh, okay, got it. So then Kandi and Todd arrive next, and Candy's kind of like, okay, we're like the only ones here? Like, really? Like, everybody's super late, and they were already kind of late. So then Cynthia and Mike finally arrive as well. And so they're like, wait, what is this? Like, you know, is Biden gonna be here? And they still didn't get it that it was for them. Kandi and Tanya and Kenya are all looking at them like, hey, did you guys notice anything kind of different? They see the ice sculpture, that's for them. And they see the pictures and they see like the hashtag chill all over the place. And then Mike is like, oh my gosh, like this is for us. Like, thank you so much. And they're all like teary-eyed, and it was so funny because in the confessional, they're like, okay, this is really nice, but like, I want to meet Biden. I was like, oh my God, they really thought Biden was gonna come? But whatever. The party is kind of starting. Kenya has a band, so they're playing some music. You know, Candy's kind of singing on the mic. We see Cynthia pull Kenya to the side, and she's all emotional. She's like, girl, I didn't really want bridesmaids. I didn't really care to have a bridal party this go round, but this time I want bridesmaids, and I would love for you to be one of my bridesmaids because I just love you so much, like a sister to me. And Kenya is going crazy. She's so excited. She's emotional. She's like crying. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. Then Cynthia walks over to Kandi and she's like, Kandi, I just want to let you know I really love you and I would be honored if you'd be one of my bridesmaids as well. And Candy's really touched, like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. I would love to. This is great. So they're just having a good time. Everybody's dancing and just talking. Mike and Todd are hanging out and talking, having some bro time. And then we see Marlo come in. Porsha finally gets there, and she gets there while Kenya is making a speech to Cynthia and Mike. And I thought that Porsha was really rude the way she just came into the event. She came in super late. She's talking. She's murmuring while Kenya is still speaking. And it was like, girl, that was just so rude and tacky of you. Like, you already came to the event 2 hours late, and now you're coming in trying to like steal the attention. It was like, can you just stop? So now everybody gathers around the table, and it is time to start eating. So they're all drinking and waiting for the first course. The first course is vegan. And since Porsha is back on the vegan bandwagon again, she's telling them how they all need to switch to plant-based as well, and how eating a plant-based diet does wonders for your sex life. She says that it unlocks every single level, honey. I said, well, maybe I might just go vegan then. And then LaToya finally graces everybody with her presence. She's like 3 hours late. I was like, girl, like, how do you get an invitation to be somewhere by 6 and you show up at like 9? I absolutely hate lateness. I think it's just so rude. It's like you don't care about anybody else's time. But don't get me started, okay? So she's like, hey guys, guess who sent me a nude? Kenya sent me a nude of her. So she shows Kenya's naked body all over the table, and they're all looking. Portia's like, what? And Cynthia's like, girl, really? And, you know, Kenya's blushing and is giggling. She's like, girl, take that down. Don't show everybody that. Marlo's disgusted. And so Marlo's like, oh, so are you going to get your butt done just like your best friend? And Kenya is so upset. Okay, can we talk about it, though, for like a few minutes? Why is Kenya trying to pretend like she did not get her butt done? Like, Kenya, girl, you got your butt done. It is okay. I mean, it's a terrible butt job, and I think that whoever did her butt needs to be sued, and they need their medical license revoked immediately. So, you know, Kenya gets really upset, and so her and Marlo start going at it. Kenya says, you know, she really just wants to eat my ass about Marlo. So Cynthia and Kandi are trying to break it up between them. I said, Marlo, why did you have to say anything in the first place? You know, Kenya gets so touchy anytime somebody mentions that her butt is fake. But I digress. Oh my gosh. So then Kenya brings up who she would like to sleep with at the table. And so they're just kind of like, girl, where is this coming from? My first pick would be Candy. Like, have you seen Candy? Like, I would just love to be with Candy. Like, she could get it. And so Candy's like, okay. And she's like, well, you know, me and Todd are a package deal, so you got to be with both of us. And then everybody's laughing. And then Porsha's like, oh, am I next? Because Porsha just, of course, Porsha is like, girl, I know you want to get with all of this. And Kenya's like, no, girl, you are not on my list of ladies I'd like to sleep with. And you could tell Porsha was kind of hurt because Porsha just knew that Kenya would just want to be with her. So they're like, well, then who is it then? And so Kenya's like, the next lady would be Cynthia. Have you seen that mouth? And then they're all like, well, obviously we already know the next woman that you would sleep with is LaToya. I feel like Kenya hasn't gotten attention and she hasn't felt like it's desired in a really long time. I just think that she's just really happy to hear somebody call her sexy and beautiful and tell her that they want her. So she doesn't care who it's coming from, to be really honest with you. So people keep saying that she's teasing this like bisexuality, I guess, or lesbian storyline. I mean, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Her and LaToya seem like they do kind of have some chemistry together, child. I mean, I guess we'll see. The dinner is coming to an end and they all start dancing and just having a good time. And then that is the rest of the party. The last scene of the night is Candy and it is Riley going off to NYU. They're taking a van and a U-Haul to move Riley in, and little baby Ace isn't going anywhere. And we see that he's really sad. He really wants to be with his sister, and he's like not understanding why he can't go with her and why she's leaving. And Candy's really emotional. She's stress eating, and she's just saying like, I can't believe my baby is going away. And that's the episode, y'all. Let me know what you all thought down below. You already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye.